This is a Fujitsu Mini Split air conditioner circuit board. Physically, I have tested it, and it failed. I can see a physical problem with it. The customer has removed all the fuses that were attached to these spade connectors, but 2 fuses are installed inside the circuit board. Both these fuses are fine on the circuit board. This fuse is of 3.1 amps. This bigger fuse is of 15 amperes. This fuse is also fine, but it still failed the physical test. Let me show you why. But if I had a look at it, it doesn't seem to be damaged from here. It also seems to be fine from the back side of the circuit board. Every component seems to be fine. But when I inspected the IPM module of this circuit board, the IPM has a problem here. The problem is clearly visible around the IPM module. All the resistors have burned around the IPM module. These resistors are used to measure the current, and an excess amount of current has passed through them. Let's find out what problem the circuit board has further. But if I see the IPM physically before testing it with the multimeter, and it fails the physical test, the IPM module has bloated up from here. A clear gap can be seen here, which is not a good sign. Normally, the IPM has no gap between them. The scrapper is going inside it. This is clear that the IPM module is not fine and has failed. I will check it once with the multimeter for my consolation. I have put the multimeter on diode mode. I will attach the negative probe to the positive pin, and the positive probe on the negative pins. It is showing 0 voltage drop. Now, let's check the next pin. This pin also has 0 voltage drop. Now, by testing it with the multimeter, it is clear that this IPM is completely damaged. As we know, the IPM is damaged, so I will not use the solder to remove it from the circuit board. I will use a cutter plier to cut the pins and make it out of the IPM. When I confirm that the IPM is damaged on the circuit board, then I cut these pins to not waste my time on soldering it out of the circuit board. While cutting these pins, make sure not to damage the prints of the circuit board. I will now cut the pins from the opposite side. I will move and bend this IPM upward from this side. Some pins on the other side of the IPM could not be cut off. I will now cut those pins from this side. Now those pins are easier to cut, and here we go. The IPM has been removed from the circuit board. The number of the IPM is FSBB20CH60. The brand of this IC is Fairchild. I have cleaned the through holes from which I removed the IPM. I can now test the rest of the circuit board. I will check the bridge rectifiers. This first rectifier is fine. I will now test the next. This rectifier is also fine. Now, let's check the SMPS circuit. A diode is mounted here. Mostly, this diode on this circuit board goes bad. This diode voltage drop is fine. A diode is also mounted over here for the negative point. The reading from this side of the diode is okay, so I will change the sides of the probes. This diode is also fine. Next, let's check its recovery diode, which is mounted with its IGBT. First of all, let's check its IGBT. These are the pins of the IGBT. Let's check what voltage drop it shows. So it shows no 0 reading, which means this IGBT is fine. Let's check the recovery diode. Let me show you the recovery diode, and then I will check it. The diode number is 102. I am putting the multimeter probes on the diode to check it. It is showing nothing here. I will change the side of the probes. And now, I will put the positive probe on the anode and the negative probe on the cathode of the diode. The voltage drop is fine. Let's test these diodes. The first diode is okay. The second diode is also fine. I will change the sides of the probes and then check them. All these 3 diodes are fine. All other components seem to be fine on checking them. I have installed the IPM on the circuit board off the camera. The customer who has brought this circuit board is in a hurry and is telling me to pack this circuit up quickly because he has to travel quite far. That is why I couldn't show you the IPM while soldering. I will test the voltages on the high side pins of the IPM. I will power on the circuit board. The circuit board has been switched on. I will check the DC voltages on the IPM high side pins. I have placed the black probe on the negative pin and the red on the positive. 315 volts are passed through these pins. The next pin has 11.70 volts, which are okay. The next pin also has the same voltages. The last pin also has the same. This means that the voltages on the high side pins of this circuit board are fine. I will now check 15 volts on this capacitor. Yes, 15 volts are passing through this capacitor. The voltages on the high side pin are okay. This means that the circuit board has been fixed. If you are willing to support the channel, you can buy me coffee. For that, visit Patreon. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos. And subscribe. Thank you.